I was on Facebook.
Facebook.
I was on Facebook.
I go on it every day. It's the first app I open, and it's not even intentional. It's habit.
Bonkers.
I don't know why I do it
Very
to
weird.
myself.
No, I don't do that. But I still follow your man like Michael Malarkey from The Vampire Diaries. You know your man who plays Enzo?
Fuck
I like full on follow him. And I was like, oh my God, Stadia.
Yeah, I know. Ian Somerhalder, why did he have me in such a fucking chokehold? His birthday's the day before mine, and I just felt like I was blessed with the best.
It was like me with Abs from Five having the same birthday, and I was like, we were supposed to be together because they wouldn't have had us on the same day.
Like,
hello,
you know,
God wouldn't have done that. He wanted us to kiss.
We're so we couldn't even try this. Hello, and you are very welcome along to the Unpopular Opinion podcast. My name is Jen.
I'm Carla, and my mouth is fully numb.
She just inhaled some clove oil.
And the whole gaff smells like a church.
I can't smell it.
Can you not? I walked in and I was like, Tom, it smells like clove oil, because I spilt it all over my duvet last night. I was like, for fuck's sake.
Carla.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah. Give me strength.
And it's really fucking strong smell, isn't it?
Yeah, but I don't know if this is the right. I got the one out of Holland and Barrett, but like I'm afraid this is like the one for like a candle, do you know? Oh. And I'm popping it in my mouth. Do you know?
You can get them in the chemist.
What chemist?
Every chemist. They're on, you know when you go into a chemist and you go up to a counter and all the little bits like the Bliss Dexes and the Hall Souders and all, that's generally where they are.
Let me text Tom very quickly.
And you put them on.
I think I've been using like the incense one.
Where is it? Get it there.
Thick.
And it has a little dropper.
No.
Doesn't it?
No.
Get it there, go on. I'll keep people entertained. Just going to get it. Let's see. Does it say essential oil on it? That does look like it is. Oh, it has a flammable thing on it. That doesn't look like it's supposed. No wonder you're fucking running the guts off yourself, Carla. Hold on, give us it. Give us it. Are you put fucking essential oils on your gums? On your dry socket? What the fuck? What's the warning? Where's my glasses? Hang on.
Do you know I put it into a little lip gloss tube, like I've empty lip gloss tubes, and it disintegrated the tube.
Oh, fuck off. Oh Jesus, that's strong. Yeah. Fuck me. No, I don't think you're supposed, this Eugenia Carol, if you want to know the Latin phrase, Eugenia Cariophilus. I don't know, it says, hang on, before you, it's corroded the label, so I can't even read it. All I can see is the exclamation mark. And the words that I can read, dilute, that bit's gone, drops every 20 mils of, before you, that bit's gone. So, bathe, that bit's gone, and then evaporation. Yeah, this is for your bath. This is for external use only. Has it been working?
Yeah, but it's burning the mouth off me. Like.
Oh no, that's clove oil does that.
Yeah. But like it's like all over
But
me.
you don't know what else is in this. Like the clove oil that you get, and you can just pop it in a little cotton bud and just dab it on your gum. Mm-mm. That's unbelievable for the pain.
Okay.
I don't know. It does smell the same, but it's clove oil. So like, I don't know. It doesn't look the same as the one that you eat. For the internal.
Holland and Barrett, I'm suing.
I feel like Holland and Barrett, do they sell essential like oil burner oils?
See, Tom gets rosemary.
Okay.
And it was 3 for 2. And I was like, oh, do they have clove? He was like, yeah. I was like, grand.
Okay. So you didn't research it a lot.
I googled clove oil for a tooth, and the first thing that came up was that one too.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's all right then. I can't see that there's going to be much difference in it. No, but clove oil is really intense anyway. But if it corroded the fucking... And I can't even read the label.
Corroded the lip gloss tube, and it is very oily.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know what to tell you.
Okay, cool times, cool vibes. Feeling very cool. Feeling very normal. Feeling very...
I just get a little cotton bud and put it on the cotton bud and dab it on your gum. That's kind of the gist of it.
Okay. Because I did that and it wasn't working, so I got like a dropper and I just started dropping some into the hole.
So your whole esophagus has been numb.
Yeah, like, I mean, I can't really...
This is your weekly reminder that we're on Patreon, and for €60 you can get an extra 5 extra episodes a month.
I'm so sorry.
Oh, look, it's fine. It's grand. When are you getting back from Greece? This is the future that we're recording in.
In a week.
In a week, Saturday. So you'd be back yesterday?
Yeah.
How was your holiday? Was it good? Did you meet many Genesis?
We'll find out if I met many Genesis or what the crack was, or if I'm going to have to take half a pharmacy with me anyway.
Yeah, that's a load of shite.
I know, it's a load of bollocks. A lot of bollocks, guys. Anyway, this episode, we are talking about if an alien came down, right? If an alien just came down from the sky and ended up in Castleknock and just was floating around the park, me and you bumped into it, and we had to explain some things to it.
Yeah.
How would we do that?
Yeah.
So we asked the listeners to give us some suggestions as to things that they would like us to try and explain to the alien and how we would explain it.
How we would explain it. Yeah.
Hope that makes sense.
Yeah. So let's dive right in.
Dive right in, shall we?
Shall we?
So, an alien has landed down onto Earth. I want you to vision it.
Okay.
Okay?
Get myself situated here. Right, go on.
And you have to explain the Brian McFadden ISIS tweet. And if you can't remember what the Brian McFadden ISIS tweet was...
Which I can't. Please explain.
Was when Brian McFadden in 2017, not that long ago, I would say, for Brian, said, wouldn't it be great if ISIS had the balls to stand face to face with us and fight? No weapons, no bombs, no dead children, man to man.
What? No, he didn't.
No, he did.
No, he did not.
He did. And the best tweet right underneath it, the best reply is, what would you do? You use the sack of piss. Sick of E.G. song at him. So let's get explaining, shall we?
Okay, so, hey, alien. Brian McFadden, there was this band. We need to go back. Louis Walsh was born, right? No. Right, so we had this band, Westlife. The first fucking agent of the band was Shane, realistically. But Brian left first, tried to make a name for himself. Bit of a gobshite.
I think we need to go deeper.
Right.
Okay. So we had Hi Alien band, pop band, great singing songs.
What's a pop band? This is what I mean.
This is what I mean.
This is hard.
So it is hard. Anyway, band, you know them, music, very good. And let's just pretend you know what that is. We've already done the pop thing. We've already explained that part.
Right.
So now I'm about to explain to you. There was a band called Westlife and they were manufactured, which means that they were put together specifically to do a job for a record label. And the job was be as popular as possible and make as much money as possible. Now, something that I think is interesting is that this man, this ISIS tweeter in particular, was not in the first round of the band. In fact, the 5 lads that auditioned, 2 of them had to go. The reason being is when they were put together, when they auditioned for Simon Cowell, he said, that's the ugliest fucking boy band I've ever seen in my life.
I'm just behind you.
Quote.
Like, I'm behind you. You're explaining this to the alien. I'm behind you like that. The shoulder shaking.
Yeah. Right. So the ones that got to stay were Shane and Mark, because who else would sing? And Keane. Keane was allowed to stay. Because apparently he was the visionary.
Yeah.
You know,
sound. I feel like Keane is probably sound.
Alien, Keane sound. Okay, he does seem sound. He seems to know what he's at.
Yeah.
So we'll give him that. So what they did was then they brought in this man in particular, this Brian man, and got a man who's very attractive, Nicky Byrne.
Yes.
Very attractive man, Nicky Byrne. So forget him. Back to Brian. Brian was the bad boy of this band. By bad boy, I mean, I think he was caught smoking by the paparazzi.
Oh my God, you know what I did when I was first explaining this to the alien?
What?
I said, Shane, the bad boy. I was thinking of Boyzone.
Ah!
The first fucking idiot. I was thinking of Boyzone.
No!
You're more equipped for this alien. Sorry about that.
For this question in particular.
Yeah.
I know too much.
Absolutely. You know way too much.
I know way too much. So back to Brian.
Right, sorry,
he was the bad boy, if you will, because he was,
Even the aliens, like, was he? Show me a pic.
Wasn't doing the done thing, He was a little bit rough around the edges, and he got with another pop star, and she was a bit of a baguette.
Oh yeah, Carrie gets down.
And she was a bit of a baguette of a girl band at that time. So, but then what happened? There was interesting things that happened, and he decided he wanted to go solo, and he had mild success. Irish Sun. The other one, I don't know the other ones. He had 2 songs that people knew.
Okay.
For some reason, Niall Horan's tracks are going around in my head, but he had 2 songs.
Yeah.
So there was Irish Sun.
Very interchangeable, these blonde boys.
Yeah. And yeah, so that was the thing. He left Westlife, he went on his own way. And then the behaviour got stranger as the years went on. Mm-hmm. Alien. They got stranger, and it was kind of like, he was dating he had a lot of chances to do a lot of cool things. He was dating a very attractive woman called Delta Goodrum. He made it very big in Australia.
He went to Australia for no apparent reason, but stayed, yeah.
Stayed there for a while. Had some very high profile relationships. Was married to the Britney Spears of Irish influencers, Vogue Williams.
Vogue Williams, yes.
I'm going to pretend you know who Britney Spears is. Alien.
Yeah.
Okay. But he kind of went off the rails. Some dodgy interviews, shall we say. And then this tweet.
Yeah.
So not someone who was known ever really for his brains.
No.
Not someone who was ever really known for their political opinions.
No.
And not someone who was ever really known for anything other than being the first lad to leave Westlife.
Yeah.
And that's that part of the tweet. Now, another part of the tweet is ISIS. Jen's going to explain ISIS.
Hi, alien. Me again. ISIS they're a group of terrorists.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
They do it in the name of Allah.
Yeah. In the name of religion.
That's a whole other thing. That's not. If they say it's Islam, it's not. It's not. Don't be worried. Islamic people. They're not like that. Okay. They're fucking hellraisers on earth, and loads of people are angry with them. We see where Brian is coming from, but this just was not gonna ever work.
No.
And it just made Brian look a bit fucking tick.
Yeah. It was kind of like, it's just not ever a person.
It's not one man's responsibility to tweet ISIS, especially not Brian McFadden.
So there you go.
So there you go, alien. That's how
that one. I hope you know loads.
He's already backing up. This alien's already fucking walking backwards up the ramp.
He left the minute that I said the ugliest fucking boy band. Gone.
Oh, give us another one there.
That was the end of that one. Yeah. Explain Nadine Coyle's pronunciation of flyer.
I don't want to offend anybody up in Derry. I fucking double dog dare you.
I double dog dare you.
I double dog dare you to explain this to an alien.
So it's
a place in the north of Ireland.
There's a place in the north of Ireland. Where is she actually from?
Derry.
Derry.
As far as I know, it's Derry.
It is Derry, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
She's a Derry gal.
Mm-hmm.
And Nadine in particular has a very... And what I will say, Nadine also spent a good bit of time in a place called America.
Yeah.
which have a totally different accent.
She's a very twangy gal.
But it's kind of like subtitles. So it's like when the dialect is so
She speaks the same as us, but it doesn't sound the same as us, alien.
different pronunciations.
Yeah.
Flyer being one of them.
Flyer.
So flyer is it's something that you need for baking, and she was on the Great British Bake Off for Celebs, which is a baking show.
Yes.
Sounds boring, but is actually very entertaining.
Very entertaining. Yeah.
Very entertaining. I'd give it a look. And she's on it, and she was asked about her little bake, and she pronounced one of the ingredients.
She wasn't. She was on. This was a different
she was on this
show.
morning, wasn't she?
It wasn't this morning. It was, I think, it's a Sunday brunch or something like that.
Oh, okay.
One of them.
You know more
Yeah.
about this than I do.
No, but I just remember it being. It was like,
Flyer.
because it's alien. There was a clip of this online and it resurfaced, and it was her saying flyer, and then it was repeatedly.
Yeah.
So it was just a video of constant flyer. One of them sort of videos.
Mm-hmm.
And nobody, and especially outside the county that she came from, understood why she replaced a W with a Y.
There you go.
And there you go.
Explain the Jodie Marsh and Katie Price feud.
Oh, I don't actually know why they were feuding. Were they just like
Come on.
rivals?
Yeah, it was like a
against
Britney
each other?
Christina of the glamour
Right.
world.
Okay.
So,
Well, okay. So, Katie Price, aka Jordan,
yeah.
alien, was the OG, I feel,
She kind of put Page 3 girls
on the map.
not even on the map, as I would say. She kind of elevated the status of a Page 3 girl.
Yes.
Like Page 3 girls were like Page 3 were girls who were allowed to take off their tops in the newspaper. Kind of very obvious wank material for everyone. Mm-hmm. Kind of bonkers.
I remember looking at this when I was 6, like.
Yeah, and being like, oh, and being like, yeah, okay, that's normal. Sure. Page 3 is
There's boobs.
like, boobs are normal, but just the whole sexual. Anyway, look,
Yeah.
I don't have time. Okay, I don't have time, alien.
You're here for a short time.
You're not here for a long time anyway. He's probably in the fucking spaceship right now being like, okay.
Yeah.
So these girls were famo for being nude models. Mm-hmm. But Jordan, in particular, kind of took that and became a tabloid socialite, I would say.
Yeah.
Which means she got big in the press, big in the papers.
She was all anybody was talking about. And it was all alien. There's a thing called misogyny, and it's where people profit off hating women and taking the piss out of women and degrading women and just judging women and for everything that they do.
Yeah.
And so that's what the media did to Jordan.
And Jordan kind of took that and was like, fine, fuck yous. If you're going to be like that about me, I'm going to play up to it.
Exactly.
She dated a footballer. She had a child with one when they weren't, shocker, married, which is, not something that people did back then very publicly. He also denied being the father, this kind of shite. But she paved the map. She started becoming more of a celebrity than a Page 3, more of a celebrity than a model, I would say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Her presence was just
known.
It was just her.
And in the wings was a gal called Jodie Marsh who really wanted to, I suppose,
Do the same thing.
But that wasn't really, like, nowadays I feel like you have to clap for your competitors.
Yes.
Back then you could openly hate them.
Yeah.
You could actively and openly be like, fuck that bitch.
Yes.
She's copying me. Mm-hmm. Versus now you have to be like, I think it's an equal opportunity for everybody. I think it's incredible. Rising tides, rise all ships, or whatever it's called.
Okay.
Float all ships. Anyway, that one. But they kind of, tabloids loved it too, because they had, with them feuding.
Yeah, they could pit them against
each other, and they'd get quotes, and Jordan be like, she's just a slag, and then Jodie be like, she's a bigger slag, and all this other stuff. But then it kind of got a little bit more poisonal, if you will, because Jodie Marsh then went on to date one of Katie Price's, Jordan's exes.
Which one?
Scott Sullivan.
Okay.
So she's now. Sorry, this is nowadays. Jodie Marsh now is dating Scott Sullivan, and Katie Price dated him back in 2002, and she's fuming.
It's 20 years, Jordan.
Yeah, she said Scott went to the lowest of the low and got with Jodie Marsh.
Oh God, are they still fucking hating on each other?
Yeah. Oh no, that this is still going on. Jodie says that when I got famous, she just felt threatened by me. Before I came along, she was the only big name in glamour modelling. I've never known her to be pleasant during their encounter. So it was kind of Jodie saying she should have just made way for me. Katie saying she just copied me and is obsessed with me and used my thing to kind of make her, I suppose, get famous off it. And it just wasn't the done thing. They've said some very fucked up things about each other over the years. Lovely little misogynists themselves. Yeah, Jodie has called the police on Katie Price before. Lovely. So there's lots of the authorities. There's lots of jabs, shall we say, over the years. Just don't really like each other. Jodie also said about Katie, she doesn't know what she's doing. She's as cold as ice. She's got hardly any friends and she's thick as shit. I think anybody who wants to be with Jordan is a bit fucking weird in the first place. Fair. Yeah, so there you go. Okay. Yeah. So there you go. There you go, Alien. That's the crack with Jordan and Jodie. And Jodie wore the belt dress. And that was kind of her claim to fame. Do you need, Alien, do you want to see a picture of the belt dress? This is it. This is it. There you go. And the Alien's like, oh, cool. And then she became a bodybuilder. Yeah. Some of them don't know what the fuck to do. And then she did a documentary. And to be honest, I feel like she oh my God, this wire gang. This might be me talking out of pocket, but I feel like if Jodie was famous now, she'd be doing very well for herself. Yes. Because she was outspoken and she was a very relatable person. Well, I feel like in the era of OnlyFans and you know, like that. Oh yeah. She would have been the OnlyFans creator. Yeah. She would have been huge. Like. Yeah, weird. I wonder if she does OnlyFans actually. Yeah. Anyway, next one. Explain a chicken fillet roll. Oh, Alien. I don't. I'm very plain now. There is a lot of. Oh, Alien. Right. So you can go into a shop. Yeah. Where there's food. We need it to sustain us, right? But there's particular. You can go to the deli and then you can ask them for what's called a chicken fillet roll. Chickens, by their very nature, start out alive. And they have feathers, but we kill them and eat them. We take the feathers out of them. And we cook them. You have to be very careful. You have to make sure they're really very temperamental. Through. Yeah, don't just, if you're like, you know what I mean, if you're going around in the pet's corner there or the farm in the zoo there, you can't just pick one up and eat and you'll get really sick. Yeah. So you have to do the whole process. Or leave it, get a farmer to do it for you, right? Or just buy one, or go into a deli, right? Come on, I want to show you. We go down to Spar. Yeah, we go Spar. Yeah. Now here we are in the deli, Alien. This is spicy chicken, breaded chicken, or this is plain. Well, when you going for? And this is the roll. I'm going for plain. Yeah. And I just like a little bit of butter. That's it. Oh, don't underestimate Alien. Do you like spice? Have you had this before? What the fuck? You can get lettuce and mayo and all that. I'd like that as well, to be fair. But you're not selling me this. Well, you can get whatever the fuck you want, Alien. Like the spicy chicken there, there's tomato. No, but what is it to the nation? What does it mean? Look, I don't think it's something that can be explained in words. It's a delicacy. It is a delicacy. It's an Irish... chicken fillet roll. There was videos of fucking flying around the Vale in Stirling this week eating them all. It's what, like KFC, which is an international chain, did a fucking version. That's how popular it is. I love a chicken. Oh, I'm fucking starving. They're so good. Yeah, they're really good. Oh, and they do deals. Yeah. You get a can of Coke with it. I think in some places still for $4.50. Now, there is other absolute rips that are charging £7 for a chicken fillet roll nowadays, which I just think is bonkers. It's like Disneyland in Centra. There's one apparently in Cabra. I heard her on the radio. She's so famous for her chicken fillet rolls. They all get them like on their lunch going into school and stuff. Don't know what shop she's in,
but she has like her homemade curry sauce. And she puts it on the chicken fry. She does it a really special way, and they fucking fly out the door. Like, she'd just be left with nothing.
Wow.
I said nothing.
Not that thing.
Not that thing. She's be left with nothing in the deli because they sell out. Like, really famous, somewhere in Cabra. Can't remember what shop it was, but she was on the
We're like really famous, don't know it. Really famous. We're going to bring you there, but we don't know where
I've
it is.
heard of it. I've heard
it's going to
it.
be floating around.
Yeah, I'd say if you Google it, it probably will come up because apparently it's just that famous.
Just a quick update. They're all sold out of clove oil in the pharmacy, and apparently it definitely is bath oil that I've been using. So that's the vibes are vibing over here today. The vibes are certainly vibing. Me, they're like, I think it's the codeine that has me crazy. I think it's the fact that you've been ingesting bath oil.
Basically sniffing bath salts
for the past 24 hours. Fucking criminal. Anyway, next thing. Ooh, bit political.
Okay.
Explain that we have to pay to live, and basic needs like food and shelter make a very select group of people rich.
Oh. Alien, how are you? So we need clothes and blankets and it's surrounding to stay warm. Because if we're too cold, we won't make it. We need food to sustain us. We need heating. We need, sanitation, all of the things. We have to go out and work, though, to get money to get those things. And then the alien's like, why can you not just have them? Are they not? If you need them, why? I can't explain that.
I have no idea how to explain this to you.
Stalemate. I actually don't know.
Stalemate, my guy. Capitalism.
It's
in the
actually a
umbrella.
bit fucking crazy. But to be fair, I'm not talking to the alien anymore. I'm talking to you, Carla. If we were in a world where we got all of the things, basic necessity, we would still be fucking cavemen. Like, if none of that was ever developed, we'd still be fucking cavemen.
No, but I think what they're trying to say here is it's back to this whole idea of like universal wage and like universal like basic human
Equality.
rights. Like the fact that like everybody should have shelter.
Yeah.
Like it is a basic human right, but that's not how it has played out. So therefore,
the amount of people I've seen lately though understands that it's a basic human right and everybody should have equal rights to this, saying that it's communism, and I'm like,
I know
that's a stretch.
Yeah, there's a lot of.
It's a stretch though.
There's a lot of.
Technically,
there's a lot of selling of a dream to people.
Yeah.
There is this very, very omnipresent mentality that particularly in America, that you will become very rich at some point in your life. And all you have to do is just stomp your heels and graft like no other and not enjoy yourself for the first 40 years of your life, basically.
Get your fucking ass out and work.
It seems like nobody wants to work these days.
Yeah, exactly.
Nobody wants to work these days. So that is...
Yeah. I mean, there's a whole other... Oh, God. Jesus. Okay. Go to David McWilliams for that, right? We're not going to be talking about that. We're two fucking idiots in a kitchen, right? Having a little
Excuse me, it's a kitchen living. It's kitchen living room.
Sorry.
How dare you? Someone said leave while you can.
Yeah.
Very true.
Yeah, very true.
I would say that.
I think he's already well back. He's past Pluto and all at this stage.
Explain the puck fair.
The fuck is the puck fair? Explain it to me as well.
Puck fair.
What's that?
It's like what? Like not a market, like a fair in Kerry.
Okay. I don't know. I've never heard of it.
I think it's like the oldest one in Ireland.
Ah.
I want to say. Anyway, well, we were not going to be explaining the fact that we don't even fucking know it ourselves.
No, there's no. Yeah.
Rosa Tralee. How to explain? We did a whole fucking episode on it, and I still can't even explain.
Yeah.
I'm still very confused as to what it is.
It's a beauty pageant, but I don't know. I think it sells itself on being a bit more, like, has a bit more substance than just, don't they have lovely bottoms? Do you know, like, it's not as just like
Sure.
surface level beauty kind of thing.
Yeah.
Do you know? It's just a fucking tradition, you know? this stage.
Just get with it. Look, we'll show it to you. Get with it. Get with it.
Come on, Aileen. You can go. It's hard enough to get tickets now for the Rose Tree. It's very popular.
Is.
It's very hard to get tickets.
It is. What's the last thing you bought tickets for?
Tickets?
Just as an off topic.
Emma Dorn. In September.
In September, where?
Vicar Street.
Whoa.
You coming?
Yeah, sure.
I have a spare ticket.
Oh my God, I'll go with you.
Okay, cool.
Okay, good. Let's go. That's sorted.
We're going to see Emma Dorn in Vicar Street.
Okay, that's perfect.
There's still tickets available for her September show. Go see her, you guys. She's funny.
That's actually kind of perfect. Yeah. I'm excited to go to that thing that I wasn't going to 2 minutes ago.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
are we going to buy tickets for Scooter?
Yeah, so Scooter, sorry, this is another thing that you guys let us know. So Scooter are playing Biggest Disco Ever, is that what it's called? Biggest
Disco Ever, yeah. Is it Strat Valley?
It's not Punchestown.
One of them.
It's not Ferry House, it's Punchestown.
God, we're so fucking clueless. Like, we need
Punchestown.
Yes, okay. It is. No, you're right.
Yeah. So they're playing that one.
Yeah.
We're going. It's in June.
I think Peter Andre is playing as well.
I'm so excited.
Yeah.
We're going to get the VIP tickets too,
I went to the 90s disco in Tree Arena at Christmas and Peter Andre was there. Oh my God. The man is
did that.
Fine.
Really?
He's so fine.
Still.
Yeah. And like Blue are playing. Like
love.
Yeah. It's going to be
for the mother's pride.
Unbelievable. I can't believe Scooter's going to be there.
For the mother's pride.
So we need to buy festival tickets and VIP tickets.
Yeah, fuck me, yeah. So you do the festival thing, but it says you'll be up on the hill. I can't. Where is Punch? I was like trying to think. I was like, I'm going to be on the hill. Where the fuck am I going?
Race course.
I've been, but I cannot for the life of me.
Is it nice?
Yeah.
Okay. Stradvalley's Leash, I think.
Stradvalley's where EP is.
Yeah. I don't...
Oh my God.
I think it's nice. I do think it's old Oxygen ground.
Oxygen ground?
Oxygen. This is a mess.
Oh my God.
Jesus.
Wow. That's how I've been to Punchestown before.
Yeah.
Where fucking Oxygen was.
Yeah, that's... I think... I feel so...
That's not that far away.
Stupid.
Let's go.
Let me see.
You're driving.
Punchestown. Oh my God. We're getting here. Let's see.
Anyway, we're going to Scooter. If anybody else wants to go to Scooter, let us know.
We'll be there. Nice.
We'll be in the VIP.
It's in Nice, guys.
We'll be in the VIP.
Yeah, we will.
Watching Scooter.
Yeah.
Okay, one more before we go.
Excellent.
One more before we go. Someone said the housing crisis. I don't have time.
No, I'll be here all fucking day.
I don't have fucking time for that. Dustin the turkey, go.
He is not real. He's a puppet. He's a puppet. So somebody is underneath a table and they have their hand and they're doing this to make him look like he's talking, but it's like, it looks like, do you remember I was telling you about the chickens earlier on? There's another version called a turkey, but this one looks like it's been on crack. We'll cover crack in a later. I'll tell you about crack later on. So he's there and he has like an accent a bit like mine, but a bit more put on.
Yeah. Yeah. A little bit more obvious.
Because it's not, I noticed by some of the words that he says he's actually not from fucking Northside Dublin. Do you know what I mean?
Where is he from?
I have no idea, but whoever voices him isn't from Northside
He's
Dublin.
RT, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's outside then, fuck him.
Yeah. He's definitely not. I'm trying to think of the words where he like you know the way that somebody from the south side is trying to make an impression of somebody from the north side and they say like, journal.
Yeah.
That's what Dustin does. And every time he does that, I'm just like, who is fucking... You're doing this years.
Yeah.
You're doing this fucking years, mate.
Fair.
I still don't know who voices him. I don't want to know.
Fair.
Don't tell me. I don't care. He's still fucking it up.
Big fair energy.
I will say I bought Dustin... He released an album.
And you bought it?
And I had it. I don't think I bought it. I think I was too young to be going around buying CDs.
Someone gifted it to you?
Definitely. Do you know what? My dad came home. We've talked about my dad with the music, right? Yeah. On Patreon. I won't say too much here.
Yeah.
About the letter and all. But he came home with a load of CDs one day. He used to work with Moore Street.
Ah.
So he might have gotten a deal. But Dustin the Turkey's album was definitely there. And he sang crazy. It was a cover album. There was I don't know I wonder is it on Spotify? We could nearly do it for your stamp of the week. No, I'll put it on me. I'll put it on my playlist. I know you don't want to ruin it.
I'm not ruining it.
No, anyway. You're not ruining it. Yeah. So there you go. Dustin, and he's supposed to be funny. look, it's run its course now.
Yeah.
To be honest, I think.
Right. Well, within saying that, do you have an unpopular opinion?
I surely do. Okay. I've said this a number of times to you in the last couple of weeks, and I've been
Not listening.
I've been kind of trying to in my head be like, is it? Isn't it? I feel like Succession is overrated.
Yeah. Well, we know how I feel about it.
Do I?
Yeah, I got to halfway through season 2, and I was like, "This is bollocks."
You didn't watch
Yeah.
it, did you not? I
No.
thought you were watching. Right, okay.
No.
So
I was like,
it's a bit like,
it's so drawn out.
oh, it's so drawn out.
I'm so glad they're finishing at 4. I think the only
Yes.
redeeming thing about it is that they're actually finishing it at 4 seasons.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like, and this is another unpopular opinion. You get double whammy. Breaking Bad, I felt the same, and Breaking Bad was so much longer in the amount of episodes, and like they were all hour longs as well, sometimes an hour and a half. It was like, no, I don't see the appeal. I do not see the appeal. These are so long.
Yeah.
Sometimes something mad will happen in it, and you're like, oh, that's why I'm watching it. But the majority, I'm going to say 95% of the time, an episode will finish and I'll go, that was shite.
Yeah.
Do you know?
Yeah.
But I will.
You're
I
like,
just
blink and it's
fucking
done. I
have
don't give
to-
a shite. Like, yeah.
But I have to finish it.
Yeah.
I did it with Breaking Bad. I personally don't recommend it, but other people say that it changed their fucking life, and I'm just like, we would not get along.
No, I've said it a million times. I don't believe, like, you would have to fight me very hard. There's very few exceptions to the rule that nothing, no book, no series should be more than 3.
Yeah,
You would have to
can cover it in
fight me
yeah,
to the death.
Yeah.
There's no story that you cannot wrap up in
Yeah.
3 seasons or 3 books.
yeah. What about Harry Potter?
You still could have been edited.
Yeah,
There's plenty of things that could have been. Now, I get the world bit. I get there's, I'm a fantasy reader.
yeah,
Still to this, like, even my favorite series, I'm like, could have been 3
okay,
3 perfect books. Everything after that isn't self-indulgent.
yeah. Greedy.
I believe.
Greedy. This episode was a bit all over the place.
It was. I have a
Fucking
stomper.
alien. Oh, you do? Yeah, come on, come here. Again, all over the place. Wait, I play our little jingle there. Hang on.
Carla's Stomper of the Week. This came up on one of those playlists that I had, Decade Radio. Whatever the fuck.
Okay, lovely.
But I don't know why I took such an adverse reaction to disliking Dannii Minogue when she came out with her music.
Yeah,
I wasn't a Kylie fan either, though. I just really didn't like it. I even at the tender age of 11, I didn't really I didn't like nepotism.
I get that, but do you know what it is? Because I was the same. I didn't really like Kylie.
No.
So then when Dannii came out, I was like, this is even worse.
Yeah, that was it.
Like, we don't need a shitter version of Kylie. Like,
Brunette version.
we're gonna get crucified for that.
I don't think so.
Oh, the gays? They're going to crucify us for that.
I have an appreciation now of Kylie Minogue's music. I didn't back then. I like it now. Now I get it.
Do you?
Yeah, Love at First Sight is an absolute jam.
No, I don't. It's very repetitive. I don't.
Great written
So
music.
disco.
But I think that's because I've got a real appreciation nowadays for pop music too. Because I'm like,
Okay.
those songs are fucking well written,
Yeah, okay.
But the one thing, and that's what annoyed me, because back then I was really into, the dance music. And I hated the fact that she was in that space.
Yeah, yeah.
I hate the fact
that she was. Her comeback spinning around. I was like, who do you think you are?
Oh, I'm talking about Dannii.
No, sorry, I thought we were
Yeah.
still talking about Kylie, but that's how I felt when Kylie came back with the hot pants and spinning around.
She was only 32.
Fuck off, was she?
And everybody was
felt
like, fair
she-
fucks to her now, the L one in the pants.
Oh my God, I thought she was 60.
Yeah.
At the time.
I remember being like, Jesus, she's an L one, but good for her.
yeah.
The way that it was positioned to us
Yeah.
was she is fucking ancient.
She was out 100 years ago. She's back.
Yeah.
She's still going strong. Like Madonna nowadays. That's the way
Yeah.
they treated her. Her
It's like
comeback.
share, believe.
Yeah.
You know?
But again, it was that whole over 25 is like
Yeah.
toxic fucking, yeah.
The overs.
Yeah.
The overage. But this one is called You Won't Forget About Me. This was Danny Minogue and Flower Power. It just was always a great song. Layers to it and a buzzer. Got a disco. Really liked it.
That's not for me.
Okay, well.
I don't like the disco undertone to that.
Oh, you don't love a disco undertone to anything, though?
No, I don't like disco. All right, well, that's it for this week, lads. Back to normal scheduling next week. Carla will be back.
Well, Tom just said the second pharmacy is no clove oil either, so dry socket for everyone, apparently.
Dry socket for everyone.
Love and life.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Right, go on. We'll talk to you soon. Thanks for listening. We love you. Bye.